Have you ever felt a tension between your faith and science? You learn about the Big Bang or evolution and you say, how does this fit in with the Bible? If you've had this problem, you're not alone. It's one of the biggest questions out there. Often this conflict is built on a faulty assumption. We try to apply the rules of this created universe to the one who created it, and that's a category error. Let's look at it through the lens of the Force. In Star Wars, the Force is the energy field that binds the galaxy together. It has rules. It can be studied. It can be felt and used. Jedi scientists even identified midichlorians to measure it. The Force is the natural law of the Star Wars universe. But the creation was always hanging out there. What is this source of the Force? The wisest Jedi understood that the Force itself was not the ultimate reality. It pointed to a creator, a consciousness that existed before and outside of the Force itself. This Force maker wouldn't be bound by the rules of the Force, well, any more than a programmer is bound by the code of his own software or his video game. The creator exists outside of the system. The Bible makes the same distinction. It says God exists out of time and space and matter he created. Psalm 90 says, before the mountains were brought, or you brought forth the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. He's the programmer, not the program. So let's apply this. Science says that in our universe, matter can't be created from nothing. So how did God create everything? Well, what's amazing is that for most of history, scientists believe that the universe was eternal. The Bible made a radical claim in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created. It said that the universe had a starting point. In the last century, science has actually caught up. Discoveries like the redshift of distant galaxies and the cosmic microwave radiation are the supposed smoking gun evidence for the Big Bang theory, the scientific proposition that our universe exploded into being from nothing. Remember that, from nothing. This leads to a logical conclusion. Whatever begins to exist has to have a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause or a beginning. Science tells us that a Big Bang happened. The Bible tells us that the person who was the bang created the universe that is. Hebrews 11 says the universe was formed at God's command so that what we now see did not come from anything that could be seen. The cause had to be outside of time, space, and matter. And that is a perfect description of God. But what about evolution? This is where we have to realize that science and the Bible are often asking two very different questions. Science asks, how? What are the mechanisms and the processes? The Bible asks, who and why? Who is the creator? Why did he do it? The book of Genesis wasn't written to modern scientists. It was a revolutionary declaration to the ancient people that the God of Israel is the one sovereign creator of all things. So Christians may look at the evidence and have different views on the how, but the non-negotiable truth for the believer is what Nehemiah 9 says, you alone are the Lord. You made the heavens, the earth, and everything on it. You gave life to everything. The Bible tells us that God gave life to everything, and even tells us God gave us the very methodology for doing this great work. So does science disprove the Bible? Absolutely not. Many scientists who are Christians continuously find evidence of this in creation itself. And on that note, if you want to see more about this, I encourage you to check out Answers in Genesis, where amazing scientists are studying this amazing creation we live in and glorifying God in their work through science that proves the Bible. So studying the Force doesn't disprove existence of a Force maker. It reveals the maker's genius. Science is the study of how God did it. The Bible tells us who did it, how he did it, and why he did it. A faith that's afraid of scientific discovery isn't a faith in the God who created the entire universe and every law that governs it. God is sovereign and he is amazing. He showed us all these things in his creation, and science proves his existence. Follow for more galactic wisdom.